Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Welcome to Mark and Bliss's Super 70s, and
tonight, it's the holiday season here, early December, and we wanted to, for our holiday show, get away from the snark for a little while.
Well, dial it down just a little bit.
Dial it down. Peace on earth and goodwill towards men. And we want to be happy. We want to find some good and praise it in the holiday season. Tonight's topic is the top 40 songs of the 70s. Yes, there's our personal top fives. The ground rules were, obviously within the title, the songs had to have charted in the 70s, and that it had to have been a top 40 hit. Now, those two stipulations eliminate a lot of great stuff. The decade stipulation.
Well, there's never been any reason for me to think about you. More cowbell.
More cowbell. But 70s song, we both love it, but it was not a top 40 hit. You know, great stuff before and after the 70s. Ticket to Ride, Satisfaction, When a Man Loves a Woman, Palisades Park. After the 70s, I mean, Smells Like Teen Spirit, Losing My Religion, Our Lips Are Sealed, If It Makes You Happy. By the way, I love Adele's new song. Can I say that?
You can.
And obviously the top 40 strictures. You mentioned Never Been Any Reason. How about Surrender by Cheap Trick? New Orleans Ladies by Louisiana's LaRue.
Sweet.
Regional hit in our neck of the woods. And, of course, you can't forget If It Don't Fit, Don't Force It by Kelly Patterson.
Let it go.
But those songs didn't make the top 40. Hot 100 hits, yeah, but not top 40. We had to wade through a million love songs in the 70s.
A lot of romantics out there.
Yes, there are. How do you choose, Bliss, between Muskrat Love and Radar Love?
Well, I guess like one is for people in Mustangs or maybe an 18-wheeler driver, and the other is you and me, baby, we're just mammals, so let's do it like they do it on Discovery Channel.
Okay. Yeah, we had long song titles to deal with, like Hot Pants Part 1.
She got to use what she got to get to what she wants.
And hey, won't you play another Somebody Done Somebody Wrong song? Yeah. And we had short titles to deal with, like Fame, SOS, If. We had to decide between, or consider, Political Marvin Gaye, What's Going On, and Hooking Up in Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. You know, but here's the thing. You know, if you've only got 5 slots, you know, you've got entire swaths and genres of music that for the 70s, they're going to get left out. There's just no getting around it. And we're going to leave out genres of music that we adore, we love. We've got classic Philly soul. We've got, you know, West Coast pop, and we've got disco jazz.
Disco jazz.
Yeah. We made our personal choices without any regard to critical or popular or conventional wisdom. An example would be
Fire and Rain.
Yes.
James Taylor.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind hearing that right now.
No.
It still reaches me. Didn't make the list.
Yeah. We'll want to hear it today. We'll want to hear it tomorrow. We'll want to hear it, you know, in the year 2070. We'll want to hear it
in the retirement home of our choice. Many of mine came right from the things that I stick on people's 70s compilation CDs. just endlessly.
Yeah.
So my apologies.
No, it's fine. And if we live to the year 2070, we'll be 109 years old.
That would suck. Can you imagine? All of our favorite musical artists would be dead.
Yeah.
That's kind of a bummer.
Bliss and I did not collaborate on this project, so we will be hearing each other's top fives for the very first time, and we might surprise one another. I don't know, but before we get into our top fives, we can maybe mention some that were strongly considered, almost made it. We wanted to get them on there, we just couldn't fit them.
Yeah,
some of yours.
Well. Elton John's Leave On, there's something odd about that song. It's like that whole orchestral epic pop stuff that he did in the early 70s.
And if you were going to put a representative list together, you'd have to have an Elton John song.
You would have to.
We weren't thinking in that way, though. It was just favorites.
Right. I don't know, Earth, Wind & Fire Fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
The soaring vocals just get you every single time. Or for hard rock, Boston's Long Time peaking at number 22. If it had been up to us, it would have been number 1 for a month.
For me, this was torture for me. I mean, I'm looking at about 40 or 50 other candidates that didn't make my top 5.
He's a little touched with the OCD, so.
I guess. But, and the battle between 6 and 5, I spent, 2 or 3 days agonizing over that. But, I mean, stuff like, I couldn't get a Fleetwood Mac song on my list. I couldn't get, I wanted You Make Love and Fun or Say You Love Me on here.
Yeah. Christine.
I couldn't get Ace's How Long on here.
Jerry Rafferty, I'll just, as a general artist, R.I.P. Jerry Rafferty, sad songs wrapped in beautiful melodies and production.
All right, here we go with our top 40 songs of the 1970s, and we're going to alternate, starting ascending order with number 5. And Bliss, you're first. What's up?
All right. Well, if I'd had sex in the 70s, I admit that this choice would be different. It probably would have been one of the Marvin Gaye songs, or maybe a quickie disco thing. But my number 5 choice is an artist who only had one top 40 hit, had managed 3 or 4 on the soul charts. And this one hit number 6 soul, number 9 on the pop charts. Bobby Caldwell, What You Won't Do for Love.
Ooh.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Come on. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's Blue-Eyed Soul. See, that's the thing. I wish that I could have stuck another one in here, but there's something about that particular song. I actually did have the album that I got out of a year later. You could go to Camelot and get the album for $3 if it hadn't been just a monster gorilla hit. And I just adored that song. And I don't remember a single track from the rest of that album. But man, it just seemed to me like the epitome of smooth soul.
You hipped me to that song. I remember the exact moment you hipped me to that song.
I mean, I might have liked to put, Somebody's Getting It.
Johnny Taylor. Follow up to Disco Lady.
Right? Some of the funky, or this is smooth. This is funk smoothed out to its absolute creamy essence.
In my world, only you. Oh, see, we can't help ourselves.
Yeah.
You're just going to have to endure this.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have made my top 5, but listen, it's like we said before, there's lots of great stuff that can't fit on a 5, and that is a great one. I love that one too.
But you could not punch that up and have me not break out in smiles.
Oh, yeah.
To you.
To me. Okay. I got a page worth of notes for all of my choices. Editor. Hello, editor. My number 5. It peaked at number 38 in the year 1978. So in fact, in my top 5, it's my lowest charting top 40 song.
Yeah, I have no 78s in mine.
But the guy who did this song was born Jimmy Horace Horn Jr.
Wow.
Also known as Jimmy Bo Horn. This song was. I'm talking about Dance Across the Floor. Okay. Written and produced by Harry Wayne Casey of Casey and the Sunshine Band, and you will never know how much I went back and forth trying to choose between this one and Get Down Tonight.
And I'm sure that on the TK roster, he was like a second ranked guy that they would send out to throw down a party.
Yes.
Damn, this record.
God! It's 2 minutes and 50 seconds of party.
Yeah.
It might as well be an honorary Casey and the Sunshine Band song.
Yes.
There's lots of similarities.
All their crew is there.
The production, you got the big dance floor production, the bright punchy horns. You got the cheerleader vocal style exhorting the crowd. Yeah, the tasty background vocals. Yeah, do it some more. Yeah, and you've got even the instrumentals. You got the drum lick that which kicks off "Get Down Tonight," but it's at the end of "Dance Across the Floor." I mean, so this okay. I gotta get kind of stupidly philosophical here. Okay.
Just one note.
Sorry.
The supposed part 2. There's a problem with this coming up in a second.
Yeah.
The supposed part 2 is just an instrumental.
Yeah.
We needed 6-8 minutes of this.
Right. I don't know
why it didn't happen. Maybe it's on tape somewhere down there in Florida. Okay, but don't be fooled.
No.
We bought the album.
Yeah, we did. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. When it's over, you want to give me another 250 more. Give me some more of that.
Yeah.
But listen, this is an all-timer party song from the opening bell. It kicks da 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 from the beginning. There's no build-up. It's like you open the door and there's the best house party in the world, and the party is at its peak. The light fixtures are shaking, the booties are bumping. There's so much going on and talking and dancing that it's like, whoa! Wow. In the intro, there's that bass or guitar,
That's a guitar.
that roar guitar. It's like the funk awakens. The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens comes out December 18th. We'll be watching that too. But the funk is a force, man. It's like when you groan the funk awake, man, you can't stop the funk. Yeah. And it also groans awake on a song like Shining Star.
Right.
At the beginning of Shining Star, which I wanted to be on my list and didn't make it either. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Mm-hmm. This song, I tend towards the introverted side, but this is my communal, when my introverted side really feels like being out in the crowd, being out in the party. Extroverted choice, I guess, on my list. This song gets lots of little insider bonus points. Bo was my nickname for about 5 weeks in 1978. Should we? I don't know. Should explain why? But
I don't know. I had the single. I don't know if you had the single.
I don't know the single, but I had a bow hat.
You had the bow hat,
and maybe something to do with bourbon too. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, that, and also, rest his soul, a DJ at WALT in Meridian, Lee Arthur Rhodes, the house rocker, Arthur Rhodes, would play late at night after midnight. That was his DJ shift. He would play anything that you requested, and we would request this. And this, the first time we heard this song on the radio. Yeah. You've seen me, you know me. This guy. We can't dance. We're not going to be on Dancing with the Stars. We don't know how to dance. We don't know how to It's a great party song. It peaked at number 38.
Oh, wait. I've got your perfect description of the 3 levels of partydom is let's do it. Let's do it some more. Let's do it all night long.
Yes. And you get that all with this song.
Yeah. In 3 minutes.